What up? This is Swayze, and yes, this is another quickie for them cheeks. But before we get into the topic at hand, I gotta say this. YouTube called me, y'all. They called me. I don't think we could do the Day Room Discord Thursdays anymore. They not with it. They not with it. They got on the phone. They was like, yo, Swayze, first of all, when we see you is on site. That's, you already know it's up. It's up. We got props, and we gonna make a whole schmovie when we see you. But that Day Room Discord Thursday is not gonna rock. They said, Swayze, that will be the death of your YouTube channel. That's what they said to me. Not literally, but they sent the email, and this is what I came up with in my head. Yo, we can't do it no more, y'all. We can't do it. I'm sorry. The next Day Room Discord Thursday, we gotta have a civil conversation. We can't be wilding. We can't be wilding if we gonna keep this thing going. You know what? Pull up in the comment section. Let me know if I should keep this thing going or not. I'll stop it now. I'll stop it. But before we continue, let me introduce you guys to my reoccurring best friend. And you already know who he is. That's my boy AJ. My boy AJ. He stays showing support to the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Fund. And he says, Swayze K. Hey, I got no problem with that, man. Swayze K all day as long as you hitting the Cash App. What's the problem? But some very unfortunate news comes out of Brooklyn, where a 12-year-old was shot in Bed-Stuy. Now I'm gonna let you guys listen to this clip, and I'll be back with my commentary.
An intense search underway this morning for the gunman who shot and wounded a 12-year-old boy in Brooklyn.
Damn.
The boy remains hospitalized at this hour. CBS 2's Christina
12-year-olds getting shot in Brooklyn is crazy.
More on the story. Christina?
Good morning, Cindy. You can see police are back on the corner where a 12-year-old boy was shot in the chest while walking down the street here in Bed-Stuy. The shooting unfolded just before 10 p.m. last night near the intersection of Malcolm X Boulevard and Madison Street as two groups were fighting.
Oh, good. He's expected to survive,
at this time, if the boy was a bystander or had been targeted. Sources tell us that after realizing he had been hit, the 12-year-old ran into a nearby liquor store asking for help, prompting the owner to call 911. You can see officers and an ambulance surrounding that liquor store, rushing that 12-year-old to a local hospital where he is expected to survive. So far, no arrests have been made, though police do believe that the shooter was firing out of a dark-colored car. Reporting live from Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, Christina Fan, CBS 2 News.
Christina, thank you.
See, that's a good thing. He's expected to survive. But what we have here is a 12-year-old walking down the block in his neighborhood late night, and he winds up getting shot in the chest. Now, I see a lot of people saying, why would a 12-year-old be out at that type of time in the first place? And honestly, I'm not here to answer those type of questions. But what I do want to say is this. I'm not sure, and I'm not going to claim that this 12-year-old kid was up to no good. But what we do know for a fact is that random people are catching slugs out of nowhere in Gotham City. That's a fact. We talked about stories of that white boy. Remember that white boy that got shot in his chest while he was just chilling on the stoops in Brooklyn? Remember that story? Remember the other story of the guy that was just walking to the store to get some toothpaste and caught one? Remember that? Just because the kid is a 12-year-old boy who's growing up in Bed-Stuy doesn't necessarily mean that he has to be into anything. He could have just caught one by just walking down the block, like how a lot of people are just catching one, even while they're inside of their apartment eating a chopped cheese. It can happen to anyone, but pull up in the comment section and let me know how you feel about this situation. And if you like the video, don't forget to share, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and make sure you hit that notification button. But I'm off this.
In Gotham City. Know they call me Petro, right? Know they call me Petro, right? Huh. You ain't know they call me Petro? I'm in Gotham City in the Batmobile. Even though it get crazy, niggas don't talk like Swayze. When I shoot my shot, it's switch, don't play me. We on that block from the night to the noon. Don't talk on that cause you know it's not cool. You thought they was lying, whole time they was telling the truth. You hang yourself and you ain't need a rope. The party bustin', that shit not a coach. I switch it up so they call me the GOAT. Don't